The Hungarian Halfbred is loved by all for their bravery and noble demeanour. These large proud horses have served many players well as a reliable right-hand companion. Here's everything you need to know about the Hungarian Halfbred. There are currently only 3 coats available for the Hungarian Halfbred. The 2 common coats include the flaxen chestnut and a Piebald Tobiano, whilst the uncommon coat is the Dapple dark grey. Hungarian Halfbreds are likely the first warhorse players will see and have access to during their playthroughs. This class of horse is built for battle with great health and stamina, but suffer from poor speed and acceleration. Their standout quality is actually their higher hidden courage stat. Typically, warhorses will be able to withstand scenarios which usually have other breeds in a panic. Your common flaxen chestnut and Piebald Tobiano coats start off with 4 health, 3 stamina, 3 speed which maxes at 6, and 3 acceleration which maxes at 5. Max bonding with these coats will net you a 7 health and 6 stamina horse. The better Dapple dark grey coat starts with 5 health, 4 stamina, 3 speed which maxes at 6, and 3 acceleration which maxes at 5. This coat ends up with an impressive 8 health and 7 stamina upon reaching level 4 bonding. Although being big, bulky horses, Hungarian Halfbreds handle much like other horses with standard handling. To most riders, their average reactiveness won't really hinder gameplay at all. Warhorses are king on the battlefield, and Hungarian Halfbreds are no exception. Dip and dive into enemy fire, your steed can take a beating before going down, giving you plenty of opportunities to get those valuable shots in. To all the daring hunters out there, you'll love this breed. They're capable of holding their own against cougars, gators, bears, you name it. This bear attack in particular sealed the deal for me. Most horses would have thrown me off after being pinned between a cliff and an angry bear, but this breed, they can keep it together. Here are a few ways to get a hold of a Hungarian Halfbred. The common flaxen chestnut spawns in the wild in several different locations. I couldn't pinpoint a zone that they'll spawn at reliably, but I have seen them in these areas. Be mindful that they look a little similar to the Silver Bay Kentucky Saddlers, so always check with binoculars before dismissing a herd. The Piebald Tobiano is a bit of a misleading coat. Information suggests they can spawn in the wild, but I myself and many others have come to the conclusion that this coat isn't a wild spawn, but rather a coat you have to steal. It is possible to find one in NPC camps, but don't expect to find one anytime soon as it shares spawns with common breeds for camp horses. 2 reliable ways of getting one is through the main story missions. The earliest one is a Chapter 3 mission called An Honest Mistake. Small spoiler warning, but I'll keep this as spoiler free as possible. You won't be able to get it while mounted, but rather when you reach a part of the mission on foot. If you find one during the mission, be sure to hitch it to a tree so you can retrieve it after completing the mission. I suggest saving beforehand so you're able to reload if you complete the mission without finding a piebald. The other mission you'll want to keep an eye on is in Chapter 5 called Dear Uncle Tacitus. You'll have the option to steal and use a Piebald Hungarian Halfbred which is standing under a street light. You can stable and keep this horse once you've completed your objective. The Dapple Dark Grey is easy to get a hold of. Firstly, it's a purchasable coat from Valentine Stables starting from Chapter 2 for $150. If you want to save your cash, you can steal one in Chapter 2 during the mission Money Lending and Other Sins. Slight spoiler here. In one of the areas you'll visit, once you've dealt with a fella that doesn't speak much English, head outside his house and look for a barn. His dark Dapple Grey is in there, right for the taking. The final and my most recommended method of obtaining a free dark Dapple Grey is to steal it from bounty hunters. They always use this coat once your bounty is high enough, and on some occasions they'll come bounding in on the flaxen chestnut Hungarian too. Can't go wrong farming bounty hunters. Loaded with positive traits and particularly easy to acquire, Hungarian Halfbreds are a great choice for someone wanting to experience the thrills of a warhorse. If you're looking to invest in a long-term steed, there are many better warhorses out there, but for many, the Hungarian Halfbred is where it all began. Thanks for watching. Give the video a thumbs up if you found it helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.